What is Stoicism? A comprehensive guide to living wisely. Your sanctuary for timeless truths in a world that's always on fast forward. Picture this. The stress is overwhelming and you feel like you're losing control. Sound familiar? What if there was a way to stay calm, focused, and purposeful, no matter what life throws at you? That's the promise of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided emperors, philosophers, and everyday people through chaos for over 2,000 years. In this comprehensive guide, we're diving deep into the question, what is Stoicism? Across 10 subtopics, we'll explore its ancient roots, core principles, iconic figures, practical tools, and modern relevance, offering you a blueprint for living wisely in today's frenetic world. From mastering your emotions to finding meaning in setbacks, Stoicism provides practical wisdom for navigating life's storms. Whether you're new to philosophy or a seasoned seeker, this journey is for you. We'll share stories, exercises, and reflections to make Stoicism your own. Let's embark on this transformative exploration of Stoic wisdom. So, welcome to Deep Wisdom. Chapter 1. The Birth of Stoicism, a philosophy forged in crisis in the bustling streets of Athens around 300 BCE. A world of uncertainty set the stage for one of history's most enduring philosophies. Empires clashed, economies wavered, and individuals sought meaning amidst chaos. Into this turbulent scene stepped Zeno of Citium, a Phoenician merchant whose life changed when a shipwreck left him stranded in Athens. Instead of despair, Zeno found purpose. Wandering into a bookstore, he encountered the teachings of Socrates and the Cynics, sparking a revelation. He began teaching in a painted colonnade called the Stoa Poikile, the painted porch, and thus, Stoicism was born. Zeno's core insight was revolutionary. True happiness, or eudaimonia, doesn't depend on wealth, status, or external events, but on virtue and reason. In a world where fortunes could vanish overnight, this offered a lifeline, a way to anchor well-being in what you control, your character. Zeno's ideas challenged the materialism of his time, drawing followers eager for inner stability. His early Stoicism emphasized living in harmony with nature, cultivating virtue, and using reason to navigate life's unpredictability. The philosophy evolved through Zeno's successors, Cleanthes and Chrysippus, who formalized Stoicism's 3 branches: ethics, how to live virtuously; logic, clear thinking; and physics, understanding the universe's rational order. By the time Stoicism reached Rome, it had become a practical way of life, embraced by diverse figures facing vastly different challenges. Seneca navigated Nero's treacherous court, Epictetus rose from slavery to philosophical renown, and Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire through crisis. Their lives show Stoicism's universality, applicable to emperors, slaves, and modern readers alike. What made Stoicism so compelling? Unlike abstract philosophies, it's relentlessly practical, designed to help you thrive here and now. Zeno taught that external indifference, wealth, health, fame, are neither good nor bad unless used virtuously. A promotion is only valuable if earned with integrity, a setback only harmful if it erodes your character. This focus on inner virtue gave Stoics freedom from life's volatility, a lesson as vital in 2025 as it was in ancient Athens. Consider Priya, a software developer I read about on X, who faced a buggy project and a demanding client. Overwhelmed, she turned to Zeno's insight, focusing on her effort, virtue, rather than the client's approval and indifference. Her calm persistence improved the project and earned respect. Priya's story mirrors Zeno's resilience, showing how Stoicism anchors us in chaos. To apply this, try a reflection. Identify one recent challenge, say, a work conflict. Ask, did I act with virtue? Could I focus on my character next time? Write down your thoughts, noting how prioritizing virtue shifts your perspective. This exercise, rooted in Zeno's teachings, begins your Stoic journey, aligning you with the philosophy's origins. Stoicism's birth wasn't just a historical event. It was a response to universal human struggles. As we explore its principles, we'll see how Zeno's vision continues to guide us, offering clarity and strength in a world that's still unpredictable. Chapter 2. Virtue as the only good, the heart of Stoic ethics. At the core of Stoicism lies a radical idea. Virtue is the only true good, and vice the only true evil. Everything else, wealth, health, fame, even suffering, is indifferent, neither good nor bad unless used virtuously. This principle, articulated by Zeno and refined by later Stoics, forms the heart of Stoic ethics, offering a path to eudaimonia, a flourishing life of purpose and peace. Let's unpack this idea, exploring the four cardinal virtues and how they guide us today. Stoics identify four virtues: wisdom, clear judgment; courage, strength in adversity; justice, fairness and kindness; and temperance, self-control. Seneca wrote, "The only true good is virtue, and the only true evil is vice." Letters from a Stoic. For Stoics, living virtuously is the sole measure of a good life, regardless of external outcomes. A lost job isn't evil if you respond with integrity. A promotion isn't good if gained through deceit. This focus on character anchors your happiness in what you control, freeing you from life's volatility. Wisdom is the ability to see reality clearly, cutting through fear or fantasy. Seneca, navigating Nero's court, advised, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Wisdom is pausing to ask, "What's true?" before reacting to a crisis. Courage is acting rightly despite fear or pain. Marcus Aurelius, facing wars, wrote, "If it's endurable, then endure it." Meditations. It's speaking truth despite risk. Justice is fairness and compassion, recognizing our shared humanity. Marcus said, "We exist for the sake of one another." Temperance is self-control, avoiding excess. Seneca noted, "You must limit your desires to achieve tranquility." These virtues intertwine, creating a virtuous life. Imagine you're passed over for a promotion. Wisdom assesses the situation rationally. Courage accepts the setback bravely. Justice treats colleagues fairly, and temperance resists bitterness. This approach, rooted in Stoic ethics, ensures your well-being depends on your actions, not outcomes. Consider Sarah, a nurse I read about on X, who faced a hospital crisis. Using wisdom, she prioritized patients rationally. Courage kept her steady under pressure. Justice ensured fair treatment, and temperance avoided panic. Her virtuous response saved lives, embodying Stoic ethics. Or take James, a manager who refused to cut corners despite pressure. His virtues earned trust, proving Seneca's point. Virtue is its own reward. To practice this, try a daily virtue check. At night, journal one act aligned with each virtue. A wise decision, a courageous stand. Reflect on how it felt to prioritize character. If you falter, note one area for growth, like temperance and scrolling less. This exercise builds a habit of virtuous living, as Marcus did nightly. Stoic ethics challenge modern materialism, where success is often tied to externals. By embracing virtue as the only good, you gain inner freedom, a principle that resonates in our achievement-driven world. As we explore Stoicism's other principles, we'll see how virtue underpins them all. Chapter 3. The Dichotomy of Control, Mastering What's Yours. Stoicism's most practical tool is the dichotomy of control, articulated by Epictetus. Some things are within our power, while others are not, in Kyridian. You control your thoughts, choices, and actions, your inner citadel. You don't control external events, others' opinions, or outcomes. By focusing only on what's in your power, you free yourself from stress over what's beyond your grasp, a principle as vital in 2025 as in ancient Rome. Epictetus, born a slave, lived this truth. Despite physical chains, he found freedom in his mind. Writing, you have power over your mind, not outside of it. Realize this, and you will find strength. This mental filter lets you navigate modern chaos, work deadlines, social media criticism, or unexpected setbacks with calm. Picture being stuck in traffic, late for a meeting. You can't control the cars, but you can control your response, staying patient, perhaps calling ahead. This shift creates ataraxia, inner tranquility. The dichotomy of control is deceptively simple but transformative. It's not about ignoring externals but prioritizing your agency. Marcus Aurelius applied it while ruling Rome, focusing on his decisions amid wars, not their outcomes. Seneca used it to endure exile, controlling his attitude despite loss. Their examples show how this principle empowers you to act virtuously, no matter the circumstance. Take Aisha, a nurse I read about on X, who faced a staffing shortage. She couldn't control the hospital's budget, but focused on her care and communication, saving lives with calm precision. Or Liam, a student who failed an exam. Instead of dwelling on the grade, uncontrollable, he controlled his study habits, improving his next score. These stories show the dichotomy's power to transform stress into action. To apply this, try a daily exercise. Each morning, list one stressor, a tight deadline. Split it into 2 columns. Controllable, your effort, preparation, and uncontrollable, others' reactions, outcome. Focus only on the first, journaling at night how it reduced stress. For example, controlling your tone in a tough conversation might ease tension. This practice, inspired by Epictetus, builds resilience over time. The dichotomy of control challenges our tendency to worry about externals, like on X, a boss's mood. By mastering what's yours, you reclaim mental freedom, a Stoic skill that shines in our unpredictable world. As we explore further, we'll see how this principle connects to Stoicism's broader vision. Chapter 4. Living in accordance with nature, aligning with the cosmos. Stoics believe the universe is governed by a rational order, called logos, a cosmic reason connecting all things. To live well is to align with this order, embracing your role as a rational, social being. This principle, rooted in Stoic physics, means using reason to guide actions and accepting life's events as part of a larger whole. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything suits me that suits your designs, O my universe." Meditations. This isn't passive surrender, but active acceptance, finding purpose in every moment. Living in accordance with nature has two layers: aligning with universal nature, the cosmos, and human nature, reason, community. Stoics saw humans as part of a global cosmopolis, interconnected across borders. Marcus, ruling Rome, acted for the common good, writing, "What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee." This cosmopolitanism inspired justice and kindness, principles vital in our divided world. The concept of amor fati, loving one's fate, captures this alignment. It means embracing all events, good or bad, as opportunities for virtue. A project failure isn't a disaster, but a chance to practice resilience. A kind stranger isn't just luck, but a moment to reciprocate. Seneca practiced this, accepting exile as a test of character. Epictetus, enslaved, saw his circumstances as a stage for virtue. Consider Maria, a single mom I read about on X, who lost her job. Embracing amor fati, she saw it as a chance to learn new skills, landing a better role. Her resilience inspired her kids. Or David, a manager who accepted a team conflict as a chance to foster collaboration, strengthening his leadership. These stories show how aligning with nature transforms challenges into growth. To practice this, try a daily reflection. When faced with a setback, a canceled plan, say, "This is my chance to grow." Journal how it could build virtue, patience, creativity, and note the outcome. For example, a delayed flight might spark a meaningful conversation. This exercise, rooted in Marcus' teachings, fosters amor fati over time. Living in accordance with nature challenges modern individualism, reminding us of our cosmic and social roles. It's a call to reason, acceptance, and community, principles that resonate in our interconnected world. As we delve deeper, we'll see how this connects to Stoic emotional resilience. Chapter 5. Emotional Resilience. Mastering Feelings with Reason. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions but mastering them with reason. Stoics viewed destructive emotions like anger, fear, or envy as the result of irrational judgments. Seneca, in On Anger, argued that anger stems from believing a situation is worse than it is. By reframing thoughts, you transform chaos into calm, achieving ataraxia, inner tranquility. He wrote, "You have power over your opinion, and from this follows power over your pain." Letters from a Stoic. This principle is Stoicism's psychological edge, aligning with modern cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Marcus Aurelius practiced it, writing, "It's not the thing itself, but your judgment about it, that causes distress." Meditations. Faced with a co-worker's insult, a Stoic pauses, asking, "Is this worth my peace?" This Stoic pause redirects emotions, fostering resilience. Seneca used this to navigate Nero's court, staying calm amid betrayal. Epictetus, enslaved, reframed his hardships, finding freedom in his mind. Their resilience shows Stoicism's power to transform emotional turmoil into clarity, a skill vital in our high-stress world. Take Sophie, a teacher I read about on X, who faced a disruptive student. Instead of anger, she paused, reframing the behavior as a cry for help, and responded with patience, de-escalating the situation. Or Alex, a speaker who overcame stage fright by reframing nerves as excitement, delivering a stellar talk. These stories show how reason tames emotions. To practice this, try the Stoic pause. When upset, After a rude comment, pause for 10 seconds, asking, "Is this worth my peace?" What's the rational response? Write down your reframed thought and how it felt. For example, seeing a delay as a chance to read Mighty's frustration. This exercise builds emotional resilience over time. Emotional resilience challenges our reactive culture, where outrage thrives on X. By mastering feelings with reason, you gain inner peace, a Stoic skill that shines in 2025. As we explore Stoic figures, we'll see how they embody this resilience. Chapter 6. Seneca, the Statesman's Stoic Wisdom. Seneca the Younger was a Roman statesman, playwright, and philosopher whose letters from a Stoic remain a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. As Nero's advisor, Seneca faced exile, political intrigue, and eventual death, using Stoicism to navigate a treacherous world. His writings cover time management, grief, and resilience, offering practical advice for living virtuously. Seneca's life was complex. His wealth and ties to Nero drew criticism, but his honesty about his flaws makes him relatable. He wrote, "We are all chained to fortune. The chains of some are golden, but they are still chains," letters from a Stoic. His Stoicism was a daily practice of aligning with virtue, whether enduring exile or mentoring others. His advice to suffer more in imagination than in reality helps us tackle modern anxieties, like job insecurity or public speaking. In his letters, Seneca emphasized preparing for adversity, premeditatio malorum, managing desires, and valuing time. He urged, "Life is long if you know how to use it." This resonates in our distracted age, where scrolling steals hours. Seneca's focus on virtue guided him through Nero's court, a lesson for navigating toxic workplaces or personal setbacks. Consider Emma, a manager I read about on X, who faced a toxic boss. Inspired by Seneca, she prepared for criticism mentally, focusing on her integrity, which earned her team's respect. Or Priya, who used Seneca's time management advice to prioritize coding over distractions, boosting her productivity. These stories show Seneca's enduring relevance. To apply Seneca's wisdom, try his evening reflection. Write one way you use time virtuously, helping a friend, and one way you wasted it, scrolling. Plan to improve tomorrow. This exercise, rooted in Seneca's letters, builds purposeful living. Seneca's life and writings show Stoicism's practicality, offering tools for resilience and virtue. As we explore Epictetus, we'll see another perspective on Stoic freedom. Chapter 7. Epictetus, Freedom Through the Mind. Epictetus, born a slave in Hierapolis, found freedom through Stoicism, proving its power in the harshest conditions. After gaining his freedom, he taught in Rome and Decapolis, focusing on mental autonomy. His Enchiridion handbook and discourses distill Stoicism into maxims, emphasizing the dichotomy of control. He wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Enchiridion. Epictetus' life embodied his teachings. Enslaved, he controlled his thoughts, finding liberty despite chains. His philosophy is accessible, urging us to focus on our choices, whether responding to a rude boss or pursuing a goal. His clarity and grit make him a Stoic icon, showing that inner freedom is always within reach. Epictetus' dichotomy of control is his legacy, a tool for modern stressors. Facing a job rejection? You can't control the decision, but can control your preparation and attitude. His teachings inspired Marcus Aurelius and resonated CBT, which reframes irrational thoughts. Take Liam, a student I read about on X, who failed an exam. Using Epictetus' principle, he focused on his study habits, improving his grades. Or Aisha, a nurse who controlled her care during a crisis, saving lives. These stories show Epictetus' impact. To practice this, try a daily control check. List one stressor, a conflict. Write what's controllable, your response, and uncontrollable, others' actions. Act only on the first, journaling the outcome. This builds Epictetus' mental freedom. Epictetus' life shows Stoicism's universality, offering tools for anyone feeling trapped. As we explore Marcus Aurelius, we'll see how Stoicism guided an emperor. Chapter 8. Marcus Aurelius, the Philosopher Emperor's Reflections. Marcus Aurelius, Rome's emperor, is Stoicism's philosopher king. Ruling during the Antonine Plague and wars, he faced immense pressure yet found solace in Meditations, a private journal of Stoic reflections. Written in army camps, it's a raw guide to staying virtuous under strain. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Meditations. Marcus' humility sets him apart. Despite power, he saw himself as a servant to humanity, guided by justice and reason. His stoicism helped him navigate betrayal, loss, and leadership, making him a model for parents, managers, or students. Meditations remains a bestseller, applied to corporate leadership and personal resilience. Marcus emphasized the dichotomy of control, amour, and the view from above, using them to stay grounded. His journal reflects a man wrestling with doubt, yet committed to virtue, a relatable struggle. Consider David, a manager I read about on X, who used Marcus' view from above to defuse office politics, focusing on his team's goals. Or Sophie, a teacher who journaled like Marcus, improving her patience. These stories show Marcus' relevance. To apply this, try Marcus' nightly reflection. Write one virtuous act, helping a colleague, in one area for growth, impatience, plan to improve tomorrow. This builds self-awareness, as Marcus did. Marcus' life shows Stoicism's power in leadership and adversity, offering tools for modern challenges. As we explore Stoic practices, we'll see how to live his wisdom. Chapter 9. Stoic Practices, Tools for Daily Resilience. Stoicism is a philosophy of action, brought to life through practices that build resilience, clarity, and virtue. Drawing from Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, here are 5 Stoic exercises, illustrated with modern stories. Dichotomy of control. List a stressor daily, splitting it into controllable and uncontrollable. Focus on the first. Priya, a developer, used this to manage a demanding client, improving her work. Negative visualization. Imagine a setback, a failed talk, and plan a calm response. Alex, a speaker, used this to handle a tech glitch, winning his audience. Journaling. Write one virtuous act in one area for growth nightly. Sophie, a teacher, improved her teaching through this. Amor Fati, embrace a challenge as growth. Maria, a mom, saw job loss as a chance to learn, landing a better role. View from above, visualize the cosmos to humble worries. David, a manager, used this to refocus on his team. Try a 30-day plan. Focus on one practice weekly, journaling outcomes. If you falter, resume, Seneca said, to err is human. These practices transform Stoicism into habits, as shown by Priya, Alex, and others. Stoic practices challenge our reactive habits, offering tools for daily resilience. As we explore Stoicism's modern role, we'll see why they matter. Chapter 10. Stoicism Today. Wisdom for a Chaotic World. Why does Stoicism thrive in 2025? Our world mirrors ancient Rome: notifications, workplace stress, global uncertainty. Stoicism offers clarity and resilience, backed by science. Studies show Stoic practices like gratitude reduce stress. CBT, inspired by Epictetus, helps millions manage anxiety. Modern thinkers like Ryan Holiday, "The obstacle is the way," apply Stoicism to business and sports. Tech leaders on X cite meditations for calm. Real people embody it too. Aisha, a nurse, used control to save lives. Liam, a student, embraced Amor to improve grades. Stoicism isn't a cure-all. Pair it with professional help for serious issues. Its strength is daily resilience, turning moments into growth. Try the 30-day plan, starting with the dichotomy of control, and journal your progress. Stoicism challenges our distracted culture, offering a path to purpose. It's for nurses, students, and you, proving its timeless relevance. Conclusion: join the Stoic journey. Stoicism is a practical guide to living wisely, rooted in virtue, control, nature, and resilience. From Zeno's Stoa to Marcus' Meditations, it offers tools for thriving in chaos. Join our deep wisdom community. Start the 30-day plan, read meditations, and share your story on comment section below. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Stay wise, stay strong, and keep growing.